Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now on this Tuesday, January the 13th. As we watched last night, Ohio State over Oregon 42-20 in the inaugural college football playoff championship game, whatever you want to call it. It was college football's biggest game of the year, and Ohio State reigns as champion under Urban Meyer. On the other side of the field, there was the great Oregon team and the great Oregon quarterback, Marcus Mariota, who's going to be the number one pick of the draft, as we've all talked about and all suspected for all these months, the Heisman Trophy winner. But wait, as that game went along, as the last few weeks have went along here, as we waited for this title game, the criticism, the first real criticism of Mariota's game has really come to the forefront here, and this is the best thing Eagles fans could have hoped for. Yes, Philadelphia Eagles fans who have been watching this quarterback from afar since Chip Kelly arrived in Philadelphia. Criticism of Mariota here and questions about his ability to transition to the NFL and to pro-style offenses is the best thing that could have happened here to the Philadelphia Eagles as we move and meander through this offseason as we get close to the NFL draft in late April and early May. Look, every time Chip Kelly talks about this kid, he talks about him as if he's the next great star. On WIP radio in Philadelphia in December, extolled the virtues of Mariota. Really, I've never heard Chip give a longer answer to a question anyone has asked him than how much he loves the kid, the person, the quarterback, the everything that is Mariota, and how he will be successful no matter what he does. Last night on ESPN, before the game, Chip Kelly serving as a guest analyst type, talking about the game, his ex-team there with Oregon, and he compared Mariota's mind. He said on the field, physically, he might be the fastest guy in the field, but his mind is fast. It works Peyton Manning fast. And to hear those words, you know Kelly loves Mariota. Now, we'll find out how much the rest of the NFL loves Mariota here as we move towards the NFL draft season and the offseason. And I tell you what, the more you hear, the more criticism that comes out. It's not just the fact that his team did not win last night, and he did not play poorly at all. Did he play well enough to will his team to victory, despite the fact they were outmanned and outmatched and outcoached? No, he couldn't do that. But I thought he played well. Not his best game, but he played well, and he's played better games, obviously, throughout the course of this season on his path to a Heisman Trophy. But based on last night not winning the game, and some analysts from Trent Dilfer, Ross Tucker, Sports on Earth, and from the NFL, two ex-NFL players, both of them have been critical about his ability here to transition and wonder if he's going to be able to be a guy that steps in right away, or will his draft stock slip as the months go on. And if that happens, the Eagles sitting at number 20 in the NFL draft in the first round in 2015 after beating the Giants in Week 17 to secure that number 20 spot, if the Eagles have to go all the way up to 1, which is a really, really far jump to make, a leap to make for any team. The only thing I compare it to, and everyone loves to use the RG3 Rams deal from a few years ago. The only thing I can really compare it to is when the Atlanta Falcons went up to from 27 to 6 to grab Julio Jones. It's a big jump. It takes a lot. It takes future picks to go from 20 to 1 to get Mariota would be a big leap and a big risk for the Eagles. However, if Mariota slips, he does not go in the top 2 picks, or the questions about his ability to transition to the NFL and his ability to throw in a pro-style offense or more of a spread/pro-style offense that is very popular in the NFL today. If those questions persist and folks wonder about his ability to read defenses, his deep ball accuracy, and what he will do outside of that Oregon cocoon, then yes, it might be a chance for the Eagles. It might be the spot for the Eagles to get up and go get him. If you're an Eagles fan and you want Mariota and Chip Kelly reunited in Philadelphia, the best thing you could hope for over the next 3 months is criticism and concern over Marcus Mariota's game and ability to transition to the NFL. Because the one offense he can transition to, and the one coach that loves him, that would be Chip Kelly, and that would be the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports.